Hello everybody, my name is MrGamingGuitarist, and I'm starting to notice a trend happening in the world of video games right now. Licensed games before used to be something that so many people would be afraid of. That would be called pretty much shovelware. Just a bunch of cheap things, cheap games that before used to be cheap in quality, but still cost exactly the same $50 or $60 as any other brand new game. And they used to really suck, because before they used to just be very quickly made. They used to be based off of a movie, and they would just be sold for a quick buck. And now I'm starting to see that a lot of the big budget AAA licensed games coming out today are they are becoming legitimately great pieces of interactive entertainment. And I guess it all started with Batman Arkham Asylum in 2009. Because before that, the previous Batman games were never really that good, other than, of course, the original classic 1989 Batman game on the NES, based off of the Tim Burton and Michael Keaton movie. That game was pretty good, and there was a sequel made to that for the NES called Batman Return of the Joker. And that was good, but generally everything else after that ranged from either okay to mediocre to just plain old batshit. So, Arkham Asylum changed everything. It changed the way we see not only comic book adaptations for video games, it raised the bar for them significantly, and it just it started to set a precedent for a brighter future in licensed games. So and then of course we had Arkham Asylum, and then 2011 we had Arkham City, which raised the bar even higher and improved upon everything that Arkham Asylum did, in my opinion. Because for me, that game is almost everything you would ever want for in a sequel, that improves upon damn near everything that the original game did. And then, of course, there was Arkham Origins, which, that game, it was still good, but it just never really lived up to that great of expectations, because this isn't coming from the same development team as the first two Arkham games, and they weren't really that good. I mean, the team itself, the WB Montreal, this was only their second game or second or third game that they've ever worked on. So now, of course, you've got Arkham Knight coming out next June, and that looks like it's going to be yet another quantum leap forward, which I just can't fucking wait for. And now we're starting to see even better licensed games. So if we're still keeping things on the Warner Brothers side, we got Injustice, which was a fighting game with DC comic book characters. And that was That was a great game. I really enjoyed it, and you can really tell that there was a lot of care and passion put into the development of that game, and of course I wouldn't expect anything less coming from the team that made the Mortal Kombat reboot in 2011. And then following that, now we are getting Shadow of Mordor, and that game is a brand new game from Monolith, who are the developers that created Fear, and they also made Condemned Criminal Origins. And the one thing that I'm noticing a lot is that before, the previous Lord of the Rings games, they were okay, but they were never really considered amazing. And now this game is, I've been playing it a lot, and it is probably, if not the best game of 2014 so far for me. And it's a licensed game to top all of that off. And the one thing that I really like about this whole new trend in licensed games is that what they're doing is, sure, they may be based off of a different property in a different medium, whether it's a comic based off of a comic book, or based off of a movie, or any popular form of entertainment, that when it translates into games now, it's starting to actually be good. So now there's the new guard, where you actually give a shit about the product you're making, and then there's the old guard, games such as Transformers, Rise of the Dark Spark, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Green Lantern, Rise of the Manhunters, and all of the Thor game. Those all sucked shit, and I don't know if it's to blame Activision for it or whatever, but anyways. And the other point I wanted to bring across is Alien Isolation. Colonial Marines, it was, if not the worst games of last year, and now Alien Isolation is seeming to fix that problem, and it's because they're trying to tell a brand new story. They're trying to do a new take on an established franchise, and that's when I think things can really excel, is when you try to tell a brand new story in the established universe in the world. And I think that is what makes things really excel, because the developers can unleash their creativity without having to say, oh shit, we need to take this movie and turn that into a game, and they have to rush it out, and that's not good. Because I think when you take a license and you're able to have creative freedom front with it, that's when you'll get to see really great things come out of it. So yeah, that's just one thing I've been noticing lately and that I just wanted to talk about. So leave me a comment below, let me know what you think, and please subscribe to my videos if you haven't done so already. I would appreciate that, it would really help me out. And if you want to donate, I would appreciate it. You can go to patreon.com/MrGamingGuitarist. There will be a link down below in the description. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching if you even made it this far into the video. Goodbye.